A very good morning to all of you. In this class, I am going to start with the new chapter, Principle of Inheritance and Variation. This chapter deals with the inheritance process, how the genetic characters transfer from one generation to another generation, and what is the reason behind the transfer of these characters from one generation to another generation, and the variation in between the offspring or in between the parents or two siblings, and what are the reasons behind the variation. So these are the topics of this chapter. So that chapter deals mainly with the genetics or deal with the principle of inheritance. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about the Mendel's law of inheritance, his experiments, and monohybrid cross, dihybrid cross, their law of dominance, law of segregation, and except the Mendel's law, other law also given after the Mendel law of inheritance, and how he conducted the dihybrid and monohybrid cross on the pea plant. So let us discuss about the Mendel's law of inheritance. Mendel's law of inheritance. Now, Mendel is also known as the father of genetics. Father of genetics. He is father of genetics, and he conducted the several hybridization experiments on garden pea plant to conduct the hybridization or to observe the inheritance pattern on the pea plant, transfer of characters from one generation to another generation. For this purpose, he chose garden pea plant because they are easily grown in the field. वो easily grow किए जा सकते हैं field में. And also there are the life cycle of garden pea plant are short. So within a year, they conduct 3 or 4 garden pea plant, or they conduct the life cycle of 3 or 4 garden pea plant. So, and he observed so many experiments, so many values of the life cycle, or so many data of the life cycle of garden pea plant. So 3 or more experiments वो कर सकते हैं within a year. So that's why they he chosen the garden pea plant. Now he chosen the 7 contrasting character for their experiment, or they did he did the 7-year experiments from 1856 to 1863. Within 7 years इन्होंने experiment किया. He conduct his experiment from 1856 to 1863 के बीच में चला. अप्रोक्सीमेटली 7 year of experiment इनका चला. Now इसके बाद he chosen 7 contrasting character. वो 7 contrasting character क्या होंगे? And he was the first scientist who applied the mathematical logics in the field of biology. So अभी तक किसी भी scientist ने ऐसा नहीं किया था कि उन्होंने मैथमेटिकल अप्रोच लगाए हो या लॉजिक्स लगाए हो, एनालिसिस की हो, बट ही वाज द फर्स्ट साइंटिस्ट that conduct the mathematical logic or include the mathematical logic in the field of biology. Now for this purpose, for their hybridization experiment, he chose 7 contrasting character. कैरेक्टर्स. ये 7 कंट्रास्टिंग कैरेक्टर्स क्या होंगे, क्या थे? फर्स्ट इज सीड शेप. कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग इन द मीन्स दैट इज दो अपोजिट ट्रेट हो, कैरेक्टर 1 हो, बट दे आर अपोजिट. द ट्रेट्स ऑफ दिस सिंगल कैरेक्टर आर अपोजिट इन नेचर. दैट मीन इफ हियर इज सीड शेप is one character. So the contrasting character are seed shape, wrinkled and round. Wrinkled and round. Now second is seed color, seed color, green and yellow, green, yellow. Third is flower color, flower color. So character is one, flower color, contrasting characters are जो एक दूसरे से अपोजिट हो, these are violet and white. Fourth character is flower position, flower position, flower position, that is terminal axial. Fifth character is pod shape, pod shape, constricted or inflated, constricted or flat, flat या inflated और long straight, long भी कह सकते हैं straight. 6 also said to be straight or inflated. Now sixth character is pod color, pod color. Now pod color is round, again green and yellow, yellow and green. Now 7 is the last one, last one. Seventh contrasting character is plant height, plant height. Plant height is tall and dwarf, dwarf. So these are the 7 contrasting character, and 7 contrasting character are which was chosen by Mendel's. These contrasting characters are seed shape, seed color, flower position, pod shape, pod color, and plant height, which is a tall and dwarf. All these characters are the seed shape, wrinkled round, seed color are green, yellow, flower color, yellow, violet or white, flower position, terminal, axial, pod shape, constricted, inflated or straight. Now pod color, yellow, green, yellow, green. Now plant height, tall and dwarf. Now after these, all these 7, he conduct their hybridization experiment on all these 7 contrasting characters. But his most denoted experiment, which is given in NCERT, is plant height and seed shape, seed color, which he was conducted on the pea plant, that is pea plant height, tall and dwarf, pea plant seed, pea seed shape, wrinkled and round, color green and yellow. So these are the monohybrid and dihybrid cross. So let us discuss about the principle of inheritance. In the principle of inheritance is inheritance of one gene. So first he conducted the experiment, that is inheritance of one gene. That the inheritance of one gene also said to be monohybrid cross, because he conduct the experiment or the hybridization experiment between the 2 plants of single trait. That denotes the single trait. It is also said to be he choose only one trait for conducting their hybridization experiment. So first is inheritance of one gene. inheritance of one gene. Now, for a single gene, for observation of single gene or for the inheritance of one gene, he observed and he took the plant that two plants, that one is tall and another one is dwarf. Shows the single trait of character, plant height. One plant is tall and the second one is dwarf. जहाँ पर एक plant tall है और दूसरा dwarf है. Now he conduct the monohybrid cross, that means hybridization of only single trait or single character. So single trait क्या है? The one is tall and second one is dwarf. But they shows the single character only. So यहाँ पे for their inheritance of one gene, so he conduct the monohybrid cross. Here is a plant, pea plant, garden pea plant, tall in height, and this one is dwarf in height. Dwarf in height. Capital T, small t. Now, for the tall plant genes denoted by capital T, because the plant is diploid in nature, resembled by or denoted by diploid chromosome. So the tall characteristic denoted by capital T, and the small characteristics denoted by the small t symbol. So according to the Mendel, the T represents the tall character or one gene, that is plant height. Gene is one gene is equal to capital T, denotes the plant height. So if the if plant is dwarf or shows the dwarf characteristics, so the genotype represents or denoted by the small t, and if the plant shows tall in nature, so for the tall plant, the tall characteristic denoted by the Mendel's are small t. Now capital T denotes tall characteristic and small t denotes small characteristics. Now in this plant, because they are diploid, both are diploid plants, that means two sets of chromosome represented by capital T, and here is also two sets of chromosome represented by small t. Now the capital T, because during the formation of gametes, the plant undergoes in meiosis division to form the gametes, to form the male and female gametes. For example, this plant is denoted by the male plant, and this plant denotes the female plant. So why this denote the male and this female plant? Because the pea plant, one character of the pea plant do not support the experiment, that is bisexual flower. For removing this demerit of the plant, he emasculated the plant or emasculated the flower. So emasculation, that means the removal of anther. If they remove the anther, the flower become converted from bisexual to the unisexual flower. तो यहाँ पे जो bisexual flower है, इसे convert कर दिया जा रहा है इस unisexual flower में by the process of emasculation, that is emasculation. That is removal of anther. So the process is known as emasculation process, or before hybridization experiment, Mendel's removed the anther because the flower is bisexual, so there is huge possibility that the plant undergoes in self-pollination. So if the plant undergoes in self-pollination, his experiment completely filled, because the same because the female flower also produce female part of the or egg, the pollen grain produce the same type of or have the same type of genotype, because he conduct the for their experiment, the hybridization experiment, there is need to be hybridization of two different characters. सो यहाँ पे अगर सेम प्लांट पे वो दोनों ही एग और पोलन ग्रेन बनेंगे तो वहाँ पे हाइब्रिडाइजेशन एक्सपेरिमेंट हो नहीं पाएगा. फॉर दिस पर्पस he conduct the emasculation process. After the emasculation process, because the anther are completely removed before the maturation and the flower bagged by the polythene, so that no any other anther come in contact with the stigma, and there is pollination occur by only the wanted pollen grain by the scientist, so done by the scientist. Now during the experiment, when the hybridization occur, the cross occur in between the male and female plant. Here is male, that is emasculation done by the, and this plant is converted into female, sorry, and this plant converted into the female, and this plant converted into male by the emasculation process. Now by the when the gamete formation occur from this plant, both the gamete, because both the allele, the single gene represents the one character represented by one gene, or one gene have two alleles, दो alleles होंगे, and the possibility of formation of gametes by these plants are only a single type, because both the alleles are same in structures, that is capital T, so both the gametes formed by the segregation process will be capital T. Here is also, because both the alleles are same, that are known as homozygous condition, because both the alleles are same, so that the gamete formed by the segregation process are formed by the segregation process, small t. Now in after the fusion, जितने भी plants बनेंगे, all the plants which are formed by the hybridization experiments are or have the capital T or small t. Heterozygous condition, that means कि one allele, both the allele are different in nature. One allele is capital T and another one is small t. So they represent the different characteristic, but ऐसा नहीं होता. In F1 generation, that is filial 1 generation, after the hybridization experiments, the result of these hybridization experiments seed form देने लग गए. ये क्यों हुआ? According to the Mendel law, in F1 generation हमें वही characteristic दिखाई देंगे जो dominant होंगे, because capital T, if the capital T is present, so the small t do not show their characteristics, and capital T suppress the characteristics of small t. In the presence of capital T, the small t is not able to show their character. So for this reason, due to the presence of capital T, only capital T represent their character. So this is the reason why the all plants of F1 generation appear to be tall in characteristics. तो यहाँ पे when he conducted the self pollination in the F1 generation, within the result of F1 generation, he observed the second result, that in F1 generation, now these are the gametes for the F1 generation. After the fusion of these gametes, the result of F1 generation or filial 1 generation is this. Now he conduct the self pollination in the result of F1 generation. So result क्या होगा? The result of F2 generation would be Now here is the result of F1 generation. Here is also the result of F1 generation, the male reproductive part, and here is female reproductive part. And there is possibility because the both the allele which represents the one characteristic but have the two types of alleles. So there are chances of formation of two types of gametes because the two types of allele become segregated with each other during the meiosis division to form, because during meiosis division haploid gametes are formed, or there is possibility of segregation of these two gametes during meiosis. That is one gamete have capital T, and the another one has the small t chromosome. So there is possibility of the formation of different type of gametes. Now capital T here is also female gamete forms capital T small t sperm, egg. Now with the help of Punnett square we can observe the result of the F2 generation. Here is the plant of F1 generation. Now these gametes formed by when he conducted the self-pollination in the plant of F1 generation, what he have observed in F2 generation. Here is gametes or in F2 generation. Now with the help of Punnett square we can easily observe the result of progenies or result of offspring in F2 generation, and the probability is genotypic and phenotypic ratio in the F2 generation. Now with the help of Punnett square, because as we already know the two type of gametes are formed, so at one end हम एक तरफ पुनेट स्क्वायर को एक तरफ मेल गैमेट एंड एक तरफ फीमेल गैमेट को रखते हैं, देन वी ऑब्जर्व द रिजल्ट ऑफ द मोनोहाइब्रिड क्रॉस इन F2 जनरेशन. Now here is Punnett square. There are 4 square. Capital T, one side female gamete. There are female gamete, and here is male gamete. Capital T and small t. Capital T, small t. Now after the fusion, जो gamete या result हमें क्या मिलेंगे? Capital T, small t, capital T, capital T, capital T, small t. Again capital T, small t, small t, and small t. So this is the result of the monohybrid cross of F2 generation. With F2 generation, the all traits reappears, that is in the ratio of 3:1 phenotypic ratio. Ratio 3:1, that is 3 plants, 3 tall is to 1 dwarf. 3:1 tall or dwarf. Phenotypic ratio 3:1 tall or dwarf. Ratio 3:1, that is tall, 3 tall is to dwarf. And genotypic ratio is equal to 1:2:1 is equal to capital 1 capital T capital T, 2 capital T small t. Here are 2 capital T small t genotype, 2 and 1 small t small t. So this is the result of monohybrid cross of one gene or inheritance of one gene or inheritance of plant height. So what he observed when he did the monohybrid cross and he chose the garden pea plant or pea height for their monohybrid hybridization experiment. For this experiment, he chose one tall plant and one dwarf plant. First, he emasculated, that means removal of anther from the flower, and converted the bisexual flower into the monosexual flower, unisexual flower, and then covered by the bag polythene, so that no other pollen grain reach onto the stigma of the flower. Then he conduct the desired, or he conduct the desired pollen grain or transfer the desired pollen grain onto the stigma to conduct their hybridization experiment. After the hybridization experiment in F1 generation, when he crossed tall plant with dwarf plant, the result in F1 generation, he observed that all the plant appear to be tall. But when he conduct the self-pollination, then what he observed, without emasculation process, self-pollination hone diya, then he observed that small dwarf characteristic which was suppressed during the F1 generation by the capital T, the small t becomes segregated when the small t gets chance of segregation. He becomes segregated from the capital T and reappear in the F2 generation. And reappear, and this show the law of segregation, and because they become segregated from the capital T, and in the absence of capital T, the small t also shows their characteristics. So in the presence of capital T, there is no chance to show the small t show their character, but in the absence of capital T, they are able to show their characteristics. But according to this experiment, inheritance of one gene, so what he conduct actually, how the tall characteristic of plant transfer from one generation to another generation, and what is the dominance. So dominant, in the other generation, the dominant characteristics are more appear than the recessive characteristic, as in both the experiment. In F1 generation, all the plants are tall, but in F2 generation, more the plants are tall. So the tall characteristics are said to be, they are dominant in nature. That the capital T are dominant over the small t, and small t are recessive, so that they are not able to show their characteristics. So for this purpose, only those characters have to be appeared in F1 generation, those are dominant. But those are a recessive type of character, those only they only वो तभी appear होंगे जब capital T absent होंगे. In the they appears only when the capital T is absent actually. So according to the law of dominance, Mendel conduct the monohybrid cross or inheritance of one gene, that is the inheritance of one character, or he studied the inheritance of one character. For this purpose, he conducted the monohybrid cross in between tall and dwarf plant, and he observed the characteristic and transfer of characteristics from one generation to another generation. For the result, he observed, he concluded that finally the characters which are dominant only, those are appear in F1 generation, but in F2 generation those are recessive. वो भी दिखाई देने लगेंगे, but in small quantity. So here in this class we have studied the monohybrid cross or inheritance of one gene. So students, I hope you like this video. So please Keep watching and listening me. Thank you for listening and watching me.